CCP always say that they want to claim Taiwan as a part of communist China, like I mentioned here, which is under their control. And they say, okay, if you are a part of us, we'll bring you a better life for the Taiwanese people. But just from these disasters, what can we see? And that's something that the new Federal State of China have been sharing as well, is the difference between the CCP systems towards the democratic systems. And that's something we can realize over here. So now, if we really look at it, what does the CCP do when there are earthquakes, floods, or natural disasters inside communist China, for example? Well, in mainland China, the last time when there was a flood in Beijing, Xi Jinping was sightseeing in Tibet at the same time. So no one cared about the people. And even many instances in communist China, even if you see the CCP troops saving numerous citizens out of a disaster, as what they, have shared in their state television, well, great chances are that is all staged as a propaganda. So with no real people saved, and maybe they're just putting on a show in a safe place, using the helicopters, using the, the vehicle saving people. But really, that is just a show put up. And there are many, you can say, defects, or even just, the really clues to show that is not even in the real scene. So it's using taxpayers' money and putting up a show on the state television. So that is what's happening inside China. And like you have mentioned, in Hong Kong, what happened to the freedom of the Hong Kongese people? What happened to the democracy in the Hong Kongers? What happened to all of these things that belong to the people and is now taken away by the CCP? The education systems is now all messed up in Hong Kong because they are teaching the CCP stance in Hong Kong now. So that is what we have seen in the past years. And the other thing is, very interestingly, is CCP is not speaking of any damages that earthquakes has brought in mainland China. So, it turns out the Taiwan earthquake has not only caused, damage in Taiwan, but also damage to China, with the Fujian province being mostly severely affected. There's like saying about 170 people deceased and about 4,000 people that has been injured or have been went missing. Now, the numbers are still being confirmed around that. But what is even more infuriating is that the mainland media is collectively shutting up any report about the domestic disaster while reporting vigorously on the disasters in Taiwan. So it's a really simple, example to say, this is why we cannot give up our country to communism and dictatorships. This is why.